Have you ever noticed the way a younger woman looks at an older man? It's not always obvious. It's not loud. But it's there. A subtle spark in her eyes. A quiet shift in her body language. A way of leaning in, as if gravity itself is pulling her closer. Here's the truth most men never realize. Attraction doesn't shout, it whispers. And when a younger woman is drawn to an older man, her actions will reveal it long before her words ever do. Why? Because for her, it's not just about physical appearance. It's about energy, the kind of grounded, masculine presence that comes from life experience. You see, while younger men often compete for attention through noise, an older man draws attention through silence. Through certainty. Through the way he moves without seeking permission. The way he stands without needing validation. And to a younger woman, this is magnetic. It feels safe, but exciting. Familiar, but mysterious. It's the kind of attraction that bypasses logic and goes straight to instinct. Today, we're going to uncover the 10 subtle ways younger women treat older men they're attracted to, from the quiet shifts in conversation to the unspoken invitations hidden in her tone. These are signs most men miss. But once you see them, you can't unsee them. And more importantly, you'll understand why they happen. This isn't about chasing. This isn't about tricks. This is about reading the truth that's already written in her behavior. Because attraction, real attraction, isn't about forcing someone to notice you. It's about being so grounded, so certain in who you are, that they can't help but notice. And when a younger woman feels that pull toward an older man, it's a dance of subtle signals, mutual curiosity, and quiet moments that say far more than words ever could. So, listen closely. Because if you've ever wondered, is she just being friendly, or is there more to it? By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to tell. 1. She seeks your guidance. One of the clearest signs a younger woman is attracted to an older man is the way she seeks his guidance, not just in big, life-changing decisions, but in the small, everyday moments. She might ask your opinion on a career move, a personal goal, or even something as simple as which wine to order at dinner. This isn't just about getting answers. It's about the way she values your perspective. She sees you as someone who has lived, who has experienced both victories and failures, and who can offer insight she can't get from men her own age. Notice her tone when she asks. It's not casual. There's a level of curiosity and respect behind her words. She's not just looking for facts, she's looking for the kind of grounded wisdom that makes her feel safe making decisions. This is rooted in one of the deepest psychological dynamics of attraction. Women are drawn to men who can lead without controlling. When you share your thoughts without trying to dominate her choices, you're demonstrating the kind of balanced masculinity that's both rare and magnetic. Here's the important part. You don't need to pretend to know everything. In fact, you shouldn't. What matters is that you answer with certainty when you do know, and with thoughtful humility when you don't. It's the confidence in your delivery, not the perfection of your answers, that she's drawn to. When she keeps coming to you for advice, pay attention. It's not just because you're older, it's because, in her eyes, you carry a kind of value that goes beyond age. And that, my friend, is one of the most powerful signs she's feeling more than just casual friendliness. 2. She respects your time. When a younger woman is genuinely attracted to an older man, one thing becomes clear very quickly: she respects your time. She understands that you're not a college kid scrolling through life without direction. Your hours are invested in building, creating, leading, and maintaining the life you've worked for. This respect shows up in subtle ways. She doesn't keep you waiting for hours without explanation. She's mindful of when she calls or texts. She might even check if you're free before suggesting plans, not because she's timid, but because she values the rhythm of your life. For her, every moment with you carries weight. She knows you've already seen enough people come and go, so she wants to be the one who brings peace instead of chaos. You'll notice she doesn't drag you into drama just for attention. Instead, she becomes more intentional in how she engages with you. Psychologically, this is tied to status and perceived value. Older men who carry themselves with self-respect naturally signal that their time is valuable, and people, especially women, respond to that energy. When she adapts her behavior to align with your schedule and energy, it's because she senses that being around you isn't just casual, it's meaningful. Now, here's the key. Never reward disrespect for your time. If she cancels on you repeatedly or treats your presence casually, she's testing boundaries. And a man who is stoic and self-assured never allows those boundaries to be crossed without consequence. When a younger woman not only notices your time but actively protects it, she's telling you something without words. You're worth more than the average man, and I want to make sure you know I see it. 3. She mirrors your energy. When a younger woman is drawn to an older man, she often starts to mirror his energy without even realizing it. If you speak slowly and deliberately, she slows her speech. If you maintain a calm, grounded posture, she adjusts her body language to match yours. This isn't a coincidence, it's a primal sign of rapport and attraction. Mirroring happens because she wants to be in sync with you. It's her subconscious way of saying, I'm with you, I get you, and I want to match your world. For her, your presence becomes the emotional baseline, and she instinctively aligns herself with it. You'll notice it in conversations. If you lean in slightly, she might do the same. If you cross your legs, she might cross hers soon after. Even her tone of voice might start to echo yours, softer when you're calm, more animated when you get passionate about a subject. From a psychological standpoint, this is tied to social bonding and desire for acceptance. Humans are wired to imitate those they admire or want to connect with. In attraction, this becomes amplified, especially when the man exudes maturity and certainty. Now here's the important part. Mirroring is not just flattery. It's her way of stepping into your frame, your reality, because it feels more stable, more grounded than her own. And the more you maintain your composure, the more she'll find herself drawn deeper into your orbit. So, if you see her subtly adopting your mannerisms, your pace, even your vocabulary, understand that this is more than imitation. It's a quiet confession. I feel safe here, and I want to stay. Key point 4. She seeks your guidance. 300 words. When a younger woman is genuinely attracted to an older man, one of the clearest signs is how naturally she turns to him for guidance. It's not just about asking for advice, it's about how she values your perspective above others. She might ask you what you think about her career path, how to handle a difficult friendship, or even your opinion on a small everyday choice. The topics can range from deep life decisions to something as simple as, which book should I read next? The point is, she trusts your judgment. Why? Because older men who carry themselves with calm authority project emotional stability and wisdom. You've likely walked through storms she hasn't faced yet. You don't just give an answer, you give it with the weight of experience behind it. When she seeks your guidance, she's not only looking for solutions. She's looking for that sense of grounded certainty that's rare in her peer group. You represent a kind of masculine presence that doesn't waver under pressure, and that's magnetic to her. But here's the key. Don't give advice in a controlling or arrogant tone. Instead, embody the Stoic principle of leading without imposing. Offer your insight as a gift, not as a demand. This keeps the dynamic healthy and attractive, rather than paternalistic. If she constantly circles back to your thoughts before making her choices, if she takes your advice to heart and acts on it, it's a strong sign that her attraction runs deeper than surface-level charm. Because in her eyes, you're not just a man she likes. You're a man whose wisdom she trusts with her future. 5. She matches your energy, not your age. When a younger woman is truly attracted to an older man, she doesn't try to pull you into her world of constant social noise and restless trends. Instead, she steps into your rhythm. This is one of the most subtle yet powerful indicators of genuine attraction. She respects your pace. She adapts to your lifestyle without you having to force it. If you're a man who values quiet evenings over loud parties, she's willing to trade the crowded nightclub for a glass of wine and a deep conversation. If you prefer early mornings and disciplined routines, she won't guilt you into late-night chaos. Her actions say, I value the way you live, and I want to be part of it. This doesn't mean she abandons her youth. It means she understands that attraction isn't about meeting in the middle of immaturity, but rising to the level of the man she desires. From a Stoic perspective, this is crucial. A woman who genuinely respects and desires you won't try to reshape you into something you're not. She'll recognize that your presence, your composure, and your life experience are part of what drew her to you in the first place. You'll notice it in small ways. She starts using your phrases. She adjusts her schedule to match yours. She's comfortable in spaces and activities that reflect your world. When a woman matches your energy, it's because she's aligning with a man, not just chasing the excitement of the moment. And that's when you know, she's not attracted to your age. She's attracted to the man you've become because of it. 6. She values your guidance without losing her independence. When a younger woman is genuinely attracted to an older man, she sees him as more than just a partner, she sees him as a source of wisdom. But here's the key, she values your guidance without becoming dependent. This balance is rare. It means she can stand on her own 2 feet, but she chooses to lean on your experience when life throws her something she hasn't faced before. She might ask your advice on career moves, personal goals, or even how to handle conflict. Not because she's incapable, but because she respects your judgment. She understands that you've navigated storms she hasn't yet encountered. From a Stoic lens, this is a sign of high respect. It shows she's attracted not just to the man you are, but to the mind you've cultivated through years of discipline, failures, and victories. But here's what makes it even more powerful. She doesn't lose herself in the process. She's not seeking a father figure to control her life. She's seeking a man whose presence sharpens her own thinking and decision-making. You'll notice it in subtle ways. She takes your advice seriously, even if she doesn't always follow it word for word. She circles back later to tell you how your insight shaped her choice. She applies your perspective to her own problems, showing she's absorbing more than just words. This kind of connection is built on mutual respect. You're not trying to dominate her path, and she's not trying to replace her judgment with yours. It's 2 independent people moving forward, one with the experience to guide, the other with the humility to learn. The Stoic truth about her attraction. When you strip away all the games, all the modern dating noise, and all the distractions, what you're left with is something timeless. The pull between a man who's walked through fire and a woman who's drawn to that heat. Younger women aren't just attracted to older men because of age. Age alone means nothing. It's about what that age has done to you. It's about the refinement of your character, the sharpening of your mind, the grounding of your presence. The world will tell you it's about status, money, or looks, but that's only the surface. Those things might get her attention, but they won't keep her respect. What keeps her respect is who you've become. A Stoic man doesn't chase approval, he doesn't bend to trends, and he doesn't lose himself trying to impress. He lives by principles. And here's the paradox, the less you seek validation, the more magnetic you become. If she's truly attracted to you, she'll treat you differently. She'll respect your time. She'll want your opinion. She'll show subtle signs that she trusts you, not because she's weak, but because she sees you as strong enough to carry both your weight and hers when life demands it. She might tease you, challenge you, or even push your patience, not to disrespect you, but to see if your calm is real. If your frame is strong, she'll relax into your presence. And that's when attraction deepens into something unshakable. But remember this, her attraction is not a reward you win once and keep forever. It's a living thing. It's fed by your discipline, your leadership, your purpose. The day you start living for her approval instead of your own standards, that's the day the balance shifts. So, take these signs not as trophies, but as reminders. Reminders that the work you've done on yourself has value far beyond the mirror or the bank account. That every hardship you've endured, every lesson you've paid for in blood, sweat, or heartbreak, they've made you the man she sees today. Carry that with humility. Live it with quiet strength. And understand this final Stoic truth. You don't need her to complete you. But if she chooses to walk beside you, it's because she sees a man who cannot be swayed, a man who stands firm in who he is, and a man who makes her feel both safe and alive. That's the real reason she treats you differently.